I mentioned my future wife's name. In this video I said her name and froze instantly there, my voice slightly shaking, heart pounding like thunder. Nobody noticed first, but I felt everything, because that name was never accidental. I never planned this, never meant revealing truth, but emotions betray control, especially hidden love stories. You think it's simple, just another random name, just casual conversation slip, just harmless little mention. But it wasn't random. It wasn't accidental either. It was deeply intentional, even if subconscious. For months I resisted. For years I imagined. For nights I prayed. For moments like this, I always protected her, even from imaginations, even from my audience, even from myself, because some love stories are sacred and silent, not for public consumption, not for curious eyes. Yet that day came. The guard fell apart. The walls collapsed suddenly, and truth escaped softly. I mentioned her name, like it meant nothing, but it meant everything, more than you'll understand. That single small word carried countless memories, unspoken promises inside, future dreams attached quietly. You probably replayed it, wondered who she is, why my tone changed, why my smile deepened. I saw comments instantly. Who is she? Everywhere. Explain that name. Repeated. You blushed, bro. Trending. And yes, I did. Because love exposes truth, no matter how hidden, no matter how careful. Her name isn't ordinary. It feels like home. It sounds like peace. It whispers destiny softly. I met her unexpectedly, or maybe perfectly timed. Life designs strange meetings. When hearts are ready, she didn't know anything about my silent plans, about my whispered prayers, about my future intentions. But I knew instantly. The first real conversation, the first genuine laugh, the first quiet understanding. Some connections differ. They don't scream loudly. They settle gently inside, like permanent residents. She challenged my ego, softened my anger, strengthened my discipline, calmed my chaos. I wasn't ready before, too distracted chasing noise, too focused building image, too proud admitting feelings. Then she appeared, not dramatically cinematic, not fairy tale dramatic, just real and simple. And that's scarier, because real love stays. It doesn't entertain temporarily, it builds foundations quietly. I started imagining futures, her name beside mine, our laughter echoing rooms, our children carrying dreams. Yes, I imagined everything, before even confessing feelings, before holding her hands, before calling her mine. Crazy, isn't it? Planning forever silently, while pretending indifference publicly, while acting emotionally unavailable. Because vulnerability terrifies me. Opening hearts risks pain. Attachment invites potential loss. Love demands surrender fully. And surrender is difficult, especially for guarded souls, especially for ambitious minds, especially for broken hearts. You see my confidence. You see controlled personality. You see disciplined lifestyle. You see strong exterior, but inside, a hopeful romantic, a believer in destiny, a man wanting forever, not temporary attachments, not short-term entertainment, not situationships trending nowadays, not emotional time pass games. I want commitment. I want partnership deeply. I want peaceful mornings. I want loyal companionship. And she represents that. Everything calm and certain, everything stable and pure, everything I prayed for. So when I said her beautiful sacred name, it wasn't casual content, it was emotional exposure. That moment scared me, because now it's real, not just imagination anymore, not just private dream. You heard her name, now it's out there, floating across internet, carried by algorithms. Part of me panicked. What if she sees? What if she understands? What if she connects? What if destiny listens? What if timing accelerates? What if this confession becomes our beginning? Or worse, what if nothing happens? What if I'm delusional? What if she disagrees? Love requires courage, not just silent dreaming, not just poetic thinking, not just spiritual signs. Real love demands action. Real love risks rejection. Real love faces uncertainty. Real love steps forward. Maybe mentioning her was my first step, a subconscious declaration, a quiet universe signal. Because words hold power, names carry energy, intentions shape reality, belief builds pathways. I didn't just slip, I revealed longing, I revealed intention, I revealed vulnerability, and vulnerability is dangerous, but also transformative. It breaks false armor. It invites authentic connection. If you're still watching, you understand something. This isn't gossip drama. This is personal truth. I'm not chasing clout. I'm chasing lifetime companionship. I'm not playing romance. I'm building real future. And yes, I said her name, with trembling honesty, with hopeful fear. Maybe she noticed. Maybe she smiled quietly. Maybe she replayed it. Maybe her heart paused. Or maybe nothing happened. But something changed inside me, because secrets lose weight. When spoken aloud bravely, that name felt right, like it belonged there, like destiny approved gently, like my heart exhaled. And I won't pretend anymore. I see her differently, not just present moment, but permanent possibility. One day I'll explain how everything started, why she matters deeply, why that name slipped. But for now, just know this. It wasn't accidental. It was intentional hope. And if destiny aligns, you'll remember this moment. The day I whispered my future wife's name. If you want, I can now